I, 21 female, suspect that I might be my boyfriend, 29 male, of 2 years side chick. He got very upset and said I had betrayed his trust and that I was acting like an insane person. He isn't exactly wrong about that part, but I explained that I felt forced to take such action because I felt like I was never going to get answers any other way. I apologized for the invasion of privacy and for bothering Stephanie and her family. After he calmed down and forgave me, he said it may push back me meeting his friends because he told them what happened and they were upset that I would treat him that way. I waited a few weeks to see if anything would change, and unsurprisingly, it did not. So this past weekend, he got very drunk one night and I was able to open his phone with his fingerprint when he was sleeping. I found text from Stephanie the day before talking about what they should make for dinner that night. He told me he was out of town for work that night. I found lots of hearts and I love yous, and even him using the same pet names for her as he does for me. No. You should have listened to your gut, OP. And anybody who said he was cheating, you were right. He was cheating. He told her he was going out of town for this weekend for work and how much he'd miss her. I looked through the past few weeks of messages between them and saw that he had sent quite a few of the same pictures that he had sent me. He had invited her to have a glass of wine with his buddy and her girlfriend. He picked her up from work multiple times, and there were lots of conversations about who was making dinner that night and what they should eat. I went back and looked for dates when I knew he had been intimate with me, and he had always told her he was crashing at a friend's place or out of town for work or something along those lines. I also found a group message titled Family that included Tim, his sister, his mom, and Stephanie. I looked at the pictures of Stephanie that she had sent to him and was very obviously to see that it was her in the picture that I found on Facebook. So you guys were right. For the last 2 years, he's been living with her and seeing me on the side, all while telling me how much he loves me, admires me, and how we're gonna have a future together. I have been duped and taken advantage of, and I feel like a complete idiot because of it. I haven't talked to him yet, but when he comes over later in the week, I plan to tell him that I know everything, and I also plan to tell him that he is a complete asshole. In my ideal conversation, he'd explain to me why he did this and what the F he was thinking during all of this. But I'm pretty sure those are just things that I'll never know or understand. Obviously, I will break up with him. I also plan on contacting Stephanie with a letter telling her my side of the story. I will give her dates that I know he spent the night with me so she can cross-check them with dates that he did not come home. I also plan to include a USB stick with pictures of Tim and me from the last 2 years and screenshots of some of our conversations from the last couple of months. I can't make her believe me, but I want to at least do my best for her. I feel like I owe it to her as a fellow human being to let her know what kind of a man she's been with for the last 4 years.